Record on the computer. Hello, welcome to the Snap UK predictions podcast, or predictions show, I guess. Week 12, of course, it only transpires to episode 3, but
fashionably late.
Fashionably late. Well, this is a test for next season. We are currently trying to predict all the games for the NFL with a better than I was going to say what we were aiming. I was aiming for 50% in mine, and I'm getting very close to that aim. But so
essentially, you're at the same level as flipping a coin currently.
Oh, shut up. Okay, so two of us got 8 and 5 last week. It is me and Paul. Mike got 7 and 6, but we all got some. We all went big on the Lions. Not big on the Lions, but we all predicted the Lions. We all predicted the Patriots. Me and Griff both predicted the Packers, and it all blew up in our face.
Let down all round.
So at the moment, Paul is what's it? So 13 plus 8, 21 and 6. Me and Griff are
basic maths.
16 and something like that. But we've got 16.
What makes a podcast is its production values.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Unfortunately, my spreadsheet is on this laptop, so I can't see it. that's the issue. But yeah, so we're still a bit behind, but plenty of time to catch up. And we're coming early this week.
So
because...
am I 15 and 12 and you're 16 and 11?
That's it, yeah.
Brilliant. It's going really well.
Yeah, so we're still way behind Paul. Yeah, but as I say, there's plenty of time to catch up and, prove that it's not just beginner's luck for Paul.
There is a new challenger entering the arena this evening.
Yeah, we're going up against...
my wife.
You're my wife now, Dave. Doing about some eggs, Dave.
I bored my wife to tears for 20 minutes, asking her who was going to win these games, and where possible, giving me rationale. I have 2 rationales.
Nice. Because we are going up against your daughter one week, aren't we? 5-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Right. Oh, we need to smash that one out the park. Okay, but we're coming.
Is that a phrase you want to use when
yeah,
we're saying
I was hoping no one would bring that one up, but okay.
No, you should regret that one.
I'll regret that one.
Your own niece as well.
I know. Doesn't make it okay. We're coming on a Wednesday this week because, of course, it's Thanksgiving, and it's great for us because we get 2 early games on a Thursday night, and of course we would get 3, but we're not getting that anymore.
No.
But
never mind.
But still, 5:30 football on a Thursday, lovely stuff.
I would have been in my underpants for 4 hours by this time tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
Just covered in food remnants and alcoholic beverages.
I will also be sat at home in your underpants.
Can I have them back? Stop stretching my underpants.
Oh God, yeah. So let's go into the first of those games. Texans Lions. 3 and 7 Texans go to the 4 and 6 Lions. I'm going to go early on this one. I'm going to say the Texans because it just doesn't get any better for the Lions, does it? No Golladay this week. DeAndre Swift is a day call. So let's see what happens. But I just can't see the Lions getting anything from this. Paul, do you want to tell us your say?
So the person I'd like to go forward with next is my wife.
Yes.
So my wife provided no rationale for this and just said Lions.
Okay.
I'm going to join my wife, but I'm going to give a rationale.
Okay.
Last week showed us the Lions don't do what we want them to do. Instinct tells me the Lions won't win, so go with the Lions.
Okay. So you provided an anti-rationale.
Yeah, I'm basically going completely against my gut instinct.
Okay. Mike, what about yourself?
The Texans are terrible.
I know. It really is hard to say the Texans, but the Lions are also, on their day, really awful. It's just
If I knew that DeAndre Swift was playing, because the Texans against running backs are just horrendous. But I don't know that DeAndre Swift is playing. So I will take the Texans, but with much regret, feeling that if DeAndre Swift plays, that he will tear them apart. So
Yeah.
I'll take the Texans.
Fair enough. Okay. Now it's NFC East toilet bowl clash.
This one's easy. Easy.
Football
team all the way. They're averaging 3.2 sacks per game. They will destroy this O-line, destroy Andy Dalton. Alex Smith wins again. Alex Smith also the best quarterback in this division now. And I always go with who's the best quarterback as an edge. So I think football team fairly easily. They're scoring 20 points a game over their last 4 games as well, which is their longest run for 3 years, the football team. So I think it's all in their favour.
I'm also going with the football team. I think, I think Scary Terry's going to have a day. And although I think Cowboys will score points, I just don't think it'll be enough. I think that D-line will wreak havoc with Andy Dalton.
So I'm going to start by going for my version.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also going with the football team. And I'm going to give you one good reason. I'm going to give both of you 5 seconds to name a member of the Cowboy secondary. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Byron Maxwell.
That was hard, wasn't it?
I don't even know if he's there. I might have made that up. I just tried to pick secondary players. I nearly went with Jeff Heath, and then I remembered that he's a backup at the Raiders now.
Byron Maxwell is a former cornerback.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the reason why. For me, the Cowboys, yeah, I agree with all the things you've been saying. So, if I go to the wife's, this is where one of the ones where my wife provided rationale. She went for the Cowboys.
Go on.
And I quote, football team, that's a Ponzi name.
I mean,
true.
The thing is, yeah, she's not wrong. How did we miss Akwasi Owusu Ansah from the secondary of the Cowboys? How did we miss him out?
I mean, because he's a Cowboy secondary.
Abram Elam? Anyone? Darren Woodson? Stephen Parker? Didn't we go to school?
Yeah, we did.
Excellent work. Yeah, it's not great. I think that's. But also, the Ponzi name team will win. So.
Yeah. And as well, they are going. It looks. They've said they may go with it for their name. So let's see.
In all fairness, at cornerback they are playing Chidobe Awuzie, which is an amazing name. Sounds like when you sneeze and cough at the same time.
I mean,
that's a dad sneeze, isn't it?
Okay. Sunday night, as the what was the Ravens Steelers was supposed to be Thursday, but
is all got COVID.
They've got COVID, so it's due for Sunday, but it could be a bye. I don't know what the latest is on that one.
It's going to be a disaster if it is, because I've got like 5 Steelers players across my 2 fantasy teams.
Yeah, same as. So really could be shocking. Dolphins, Jets. Miami have won 5 of the last 6 games versus the Jets because the Jets suck.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins have got to be the least talked about 6-14 going as well.
Yeah.
Look, I wasn't impressed with Tua being withdrawn because he was too crap to play against the Chargers. However, you wouldn't be too crap to play against the Jets, so I'll take the Dolphins all day in this one.
Same. I'm not even going to elaborate any further. Yeah.
This is actually the first clean sweep of all four of us.
Sweet.
really?
The Jets are that bad. My wife, who knows nothing about the game, has heard me moan about them so much. She knows it's terrible.
Can I make a point at this juncture about Joe Flacco outperforming Sam Darnold this season?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, three touchdowns to 6 picks. Joe Flacco, 6 touchdowns to 3 picks, and a far better passer rating as well.
Yeah, he's compared to Flacco, he's doing his best with a garbage situation. So
Did not help that last week against Denver he threw for 16 yards net, but whatever.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, Cardinals at the Patriots. I'm going with the Cardinals. Who wants to go next on this one?
I'll take it. I cannot see any circumstances under which New England Patriots can put up enough points. So I don't think it'll be a blowout, but we won't be able to stop Kyler Murray. We're unlikely to be able to stop DeAndre Hopkins. And the thing the Cardinals are bad at, which is being a defensive unit in chunk play situations, is the thing that New England can't do. So Cardinals will win.
I think I'm going for the Cardinals as well.
Yeah.
And also, so is my wife.
Hey,
Another clean sweep.
there you go.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Panthers Vikings. I find this one really hard.
I don't. Panthers, all the way.
Even with PJ Walker.
It's a player who's on vogue and is confident. But also, he's one of these players who there is no middle ground. PJ Walker is going to have a very good game, or just a diarrhea of a game.
No McCaffrey for Panthers, is it? He's not back yet, is he?
No, not yet.
But
no, he won't be there.
I'm going to go with the Vikings just because I still think on their day they can be a pretty good team. It's just it's so hard to tell when their day is going to be. But yeah, I think they might have just enough for this Panthers, who were good work in progress, but I just don't think are there yet.
They've given up 800 yards across 8 games. So over 100 yards in 7 games, but one of them was over 200 yards rushing, and then over 50 yards rushing in 2 of the others. I just can't see Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook? Who's Dalvin? I can't see Dalvin Cook or his brother Dalvin Cook not putting up big numbers against the Panthers. I'll take the Vikings.
What was your wife's call there, Paul?
She went for the Vikings.
She went for the Vikings.
She's also interested in Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. Okay, Browns at Jags.
I'd like to start with the wife on this one.
Oh, yeah.
We went with the Jaguars because the Browns is a ridiculous name.
Now that isn't where I thought you were going with that when you said I'd like to start with the wife and the Browns, but you avoided the obvious joke and you actually came up with some sensible analysis because the Browns is a terrible name. I'll take the Browns. I didn't someone tell me today that the Jags are planning on starting
Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon.
Yep.
I mean, he can't be an upgrade on Jake Luton and Gardner Minshew. He hasn't played for about 18 years.
Literally, apparently, like he started 4 games for the Bears before handing over to Trubisky. But just the sight of him that night when they drafted him, and his the meme is, oh, you can pause the exact moment his heart broke.
Of course.
And he's not been it just feel. I think that's just. But it's a career killer, and the Browns all the way.
Didn't the Jags play the Steelers at the weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who gets benched after playing the Steelers? I know he threw like 4 interceptions. He's a 6th-round pick who's been thrown into one of the worst teams we've seen in the last 5 years. It baffles me. In the first couple of starts, he played quite well. You can't get this. It's such a Jags thing to do.
Yeah,
You should be looking at, is Jake Luton capable of being a player we need on the roster next year? What are you going to get out of Mike Glennon?
So I'm going to give you my selection. I'm going to paraphrase a famous quote on him. And I'm going to imagine I was the Bears secondary. Mike Glennon is their starting quarterback, and I'm fired up about that. Yeah, he's the Jaguars are just, because the Jets are that bad, the Jaguars are slipping under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they're not they're a dumpster fire, but they're not the dumpster fire that took 8 buildings around it like the Jets are.
Yeah, it's true actually. Yeah, I mean, and as well, yeah, they're 1-9, and I can't remember who was the one against. Was it the Jets?
They won week 1 or week 2, didn't they? It might have been the Jets. I don't recall.
I can't remember.
They're the only team capable.
But yeah, the Jaguars are appalling, and they're absolutely appalling football team.
6 years ago, 2014. So what's that? 6? That's technically 7 seasons ago. Mike Glennon, pre-Jameis Winston taking over at the Bucs, was one of my favourite young quarterbacks. Like, he's about 6'9". He had a cannon of an arm, and you just thought, okay, this guy can do something. And he just seemed to get thinner, weaker, and whiter as the years went on. And he's gone from having a lot of potential to just being the 3rd choice guy at the Jags. And he was the guy that unseated Josh Freeman at the Bucs. Josh Freeman was a good player. He was a bad leader, but he was a good player. And Mike Glennon outperformed him on a bad team. And I don't know, it's an amazing thing to see a career spiral that badly.
He got 4 games on a $26 million contract. He's earned $26.5 million since 2016 and started 4 games. Well, he was
Sam Bradford plan.
The Jags beat the Colts week 1, by the way.
Really?
27-20.
Rivers, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, we're talking way too much about the Jags, who don't deserve any time.
Correct.
So, but we'll move on to the one in Jags 1-9, Colts Titans.
Colts.
I'm also going to go with the Colts.
Wow. I am also going to go with the Colts, but
then I'm going with the Titans.
Well, then I'm going with the Titans. No, this is another one where I'm really torn, but I think the biggest gap between these two teams is that the Colts defense is that much better than the Titans defense. So I'll say that edges it in this game. I don't think there's much else to choose between them. I don't know. I think the Titans, what are the Titans, 7-3? They're not really getting any respect again this season, and I think that's unfair.
Very much so.
I don't know. I'll take the Colts defense because it just looks too good.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts just because of the defense. I think they've got enough there to bottle up the Titans' best players.
Just imagine if Andrew Luck was still there, they'd be 10-0.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
After 4 games.
Yeah.
So you're going with the Titans, then Paul, to be a contrarian.
Actually, no. I am going with the Colts. My wife is going with the Titans. So my wife has been the contrarian.
Nothing new there, then.
Yeah, won't invite her on again. Chargers, Bills.
I'm going to go first. Bills all day.
Yeah, Bills.
The Bills are my outside shot for the Super Bowl.
That is an outside shot, but it could be done. I will also take the Bills. Chargers lucked it out again against the Jets. They should be a much better, much more capable team. Ultimately, Sean McDermott's a far better coach, and so the Bills should win because they have the talent and the coach.
Yep.
But just tell me a position the Bills are weak in.
The running back situation is much poorer than we were led to believe.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'll give you that. Thank you for deriding my point straight away. I appreciate that.
I mean, that was fairly simple, if I'm honest.
I'll get back in my box. I'll see you next week.
But beyond that, they are a particularly good team right now. The wide receiver situation is excellent. Cole Beasley is just outperforming all expectations with no one paying any attention. So Diggs and John Brown, when he plays, get all the attention. And Cole Beasley's averaging like 60, 70 yards a week and no one's paying any attention.
Yeah, no, I can't disagree. I'm a huge fan of Bills. If the defense was better, they could be quite scary, but there's still time to build on that.
My wife went for the Chargers because nobody likes Bills. But I think she meant Bills as in like things you pay, not Buffalo.
Yeah, which is ironic because the Chargers are named because they were originally run by a credit card magnate.
Yeah.
Charger credit card. So she wants to think again on that one. That's some piss poor rationale from the wife.
Yeah, Claire, if you're watching, buck up.
She'll probably hear you.
Buck up. Okay. Now, last of the 6:00 games on the Sunday, Raiders Falcons.
It's an easy one, isn't it? It's easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
More so after last week.
Yeah. I can't go against the Raiders.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are dashing towards the playoffs, and the Falcons have shown one or two signs of recovery under Raheem Morris. But Raheem Morris, when I say that, it doesn't sound right, but that is his name.
Yeah.
But no, they won't have enough against the Raiders. No chance.
I agree. My wife has gone for the Falcons.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, Raiders. It'd be nice, actually. Now, think about it. It'd be nice to see Derek Carr get to the playoffs and actually play.
Yeah.
No, I want him to get injured, and then I want the third choice to come in again.
Connor Cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even more so when their third choice is this year.
Oh, God, yeah.
Nathan Peterman. Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, another 6:00 game, 6:15, Ravens Steelers. Providing it happens, but to me. I can't go against the Steelers. They'll probably win by a small amount again. But yeah,
do you know? I'm not sure they will. I think they'll want to put up the numbers against the Ravens. I think they'll force Lamar to throw. They could easily get a defensive score with a pick. I'm going to say big win for the Steelers. This is my sort of gamble for the week. I think this could be like a 14-point win for the Steelers. Just get this feeling that the Ravens are going to try and show something and fail.
I just think that the Steelers have enough defensively wherever you need them. The Ravens O-line is piss poor, and you've got Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt running at you. You've got a secondary which is just destroying the league. It's the Steelers all day. My wife has gone for the Ravens.
Okay.
Why?
She liked the sound of the Ravens.
Excellent stuff. She's a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. Possibly. Okay, 9:00 games in the UK. Niners Rams. Rams on a good run lately.
Is anyone not taking the Rams?
My wife. But you can't overlook the Rams at the moment. They're a team that look confident. They look like the team that, and also it's a nice divisional game that they'll be motivated for to get something out of. So
they're surging again. The Niners are struggling with a broken team, and I think it will be a rare week now where I pick the Niners. I know they'll win more games than I picked them to, but they shouldn't be capable of beating this Rams team. So it'll be quite a feat if they do.
Agreed.
Oh, actually, I forgot a 6 o'clock game because my app here is rubbish. We forgot the Giants and the Bengals.
Oh no, you forgot it because it's a pointless game.
It's an absolutely
The Giants are going to win. That's it's your third win of the season.
fourth.
Fourth win of the season.
So yeah,
Because Ryan Finley is not an NFL quarterback. He's a bloke who happened to be walking past the training ground wearing orange, white, and black, and they went, "He'll do." I once saw him throw a football.
well, I don't even think
we are
I don't
becoming
think
the 4-12 Giants. That's what we've been for the last 3 years, isn't it?
You don't think what? Sorry,
they're not starting Finley. They're going with Brandon Allen.
Oh, Brandon Allen, formerly of the Jags, and someone else.
Someone else, but yeah.
And my point, substitute Ryan Finley in my sentence for Brandon Allen. He definitely was at the Jags. Where else was he? He did start. Oh, did he play for the Broncos last season when we had 3 Allens playing all at the same time?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
I think he did play for the Broncos.
He did, yeah.
Last
So
season.
he's been the Jags, the Rams, the Broncos, and the Bengals. A career of mediocrity.
I'll grant you, he should be better than Ryan Finley. But why was Ryan Finley playing in the game if they had Brandon Allen on the bench last week?
Yeah.
Oh, they just signed him off the street. I mean,
well, he's been on the practice squad. But yeah, they moved him up from the practice squad, and he plays as well. Giovanni Bernard is in concussion protocol, so he may not play. And Auden Tate is on the COVID list, so it's the Bengals. The one good thing going for them, it was the quarterback, and he is gone. So yeah, the Giants for me. Paul.
Giants for me. Giants for the wife.
For the wife. Okay. Saints Broncos.
That is the easiest game to pick for me by a country mile.
Yeah. And why have you picked the Broncos?
Because I like to be a bit of a bastard. No, I've gone for the Saints because they're just a better team. That's the honest truth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Saints all the way. Could be quite a big win this.
Yeah, the Broncos have put up some good defensive performances this season. So maybe it won't be as big a win as we think. Don't forget it is Taysom Hill, but they will win. But I'm not sure it's any sort of blowout. I think the Broncos can keep this one close if they can bottle up either Taysom Hill or Alvin Kamara.
Okay. Chiefs Buccaneers. Cracking game this could be.
I have gone with what I did on the Snap podcast. I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Okay. I mean, Bucs have a great defense. I'm going with the Chiefs, but yeah, why the Bucs, Paul?
I just think I think the Chiefs secondary isn't this all-conquering secondary like the teams that have destroyed them have. So basically, I just, my gut tells me the Bucs are going to do this, and I have a lot of Bucs on my fantasy team, so I need them to.
It isn't like Brady to have a couple of bad games in a row, so And
also, he usually beats Mahomes by a score.
Okay, Mike, what are you going with?
I'm going to stick with my pick from the podcast, which was the Chiefs. I agree with the Brady sentiment. We've seen this earlier in the year. Bad game, good game, bad game, good game. In fact, we've seen it in his career even. But I said earlier, I go with the best quarterback on the field, and that's now Patrick Mahomes. And B, I like to defer to coaches, and I think at the end of the day, Andy Reid is a better coach than Bruce Arians, despite the fact I love Bruce Arians and he is one of my favourite coaches.
Yep.
the teams are very similarly matched in talent. So then you look for what are the outlying things, and it's best quarterback, best coach.
No, fair enough. What did the wife go with?
The wife went with the Chiefs
Good.
because they sounded like they were in charge.
Fair enough. Seems fair. Okay. So the Monday morning game or the Sunday late night game in the States, Bears Packers.
You know, go on.
I'm going with the Packers, but it's only because I just can't trust the offense. And they have David Montgomery should be a better runner. He should be getting better stats than he is, and it's getting to a point where it's actually really annoying me that he's not, and especially against a Packers defense that is unable to defend against the run. And but I still think the Packers will win.
I think this is the game where I think if there's going to be a surprise this weekend, this is the one. It feels like the sort of game where the Packers have just shat the bed a little bit and not won, and they'll be looking to come back strong against a poor team, and they could get bottled up. Khalil Mack will be fired up. The whole defence in general for the Bears will be fired up, and it just feels like could be a banana skin game, if you like, for the Packers. But that would require Nick Foles and the offense to play well. Not Nick Foles, sorry.
Mitch.
Mitch Trubisky's been a long
Trinch Mabitsky.
Trinch Mabitsky, because I gather Nick Foles is not going to play.
That's what I hear.
And what a comeback it would be if Trinch Mabitsky could actually pull it off. But you've got to say that's where the chance of the upset falls down. It would be phenomenal to achieve that. So I'll take the Packers, but this is the odd game for me. I think banana skin potential.
Nice. Paul, what say you?
I'm going with the Packers. They're just going on. Whilst I agree this could be a potential banana skin, the Packers are just a much better team. And the Bears, whilst they are great defensively, they're not good enough offensively to worry the Packers. I also feel that Devontae Adams will have an absolute field day.
Yeah, he could well do.
Yeah. So
the wife went for the Bears with this one because she's heard of a bear, she's never heard of a packer.
What, an alpaca? She's never heard of an alpaca.
Yeah, but they're not the Green Bay Alpacas, are they?
But they should be. Now you've said it out loud. You know what we're going to be referring to them as from now on.
Okay. Monday Night Football.
It was either Al or Fudge.
Seahawks, Eagles.
That is the easiest game to predict by a country mile. I've said that a couple of times now, but my God, the Eagles are making the Giants look decent.
Yeah. It's as well. I think the Eagles are being saved by the fact that there's no fans in the ground. Because could you imagine what that fan base would be like to Wentz right now?
It would be a harsh place to be, wouldn't it? No one's going to take the Eagles in this game, surely. The Seahawks will decimate them.
Seahawks will. Yeah, the Seahawks are very hit and miss at the moment as well. But I think they don't need to even be a full pace to overcome this Eagles team. It'd be, the only chance the Eagles have is if Wentz can keep on stay on his feet for long enough to not drop the ball and get it into maybe someone like Rager's hands, but over the non-existent Seahawks secondary. But I don't believe in Wentz anymore, and I've been a big fan of his. But yeah, I think he needs the off season to come as quick as possible, and that would then leave them possibly in third place in the division. So, God, could be. What did the wife say, Paul?
The wife in this case also went for the Seahawks.
The lesser of the two birds.
The more cooler sounding bird.
Fair enough.
What's a sea eagle?
Sorry?
What's a sea eagle look like?
I don't
Instead
know.
of a sea hawk. What's a sea eagle?
Must be. It sounds cooler than a Seahawk.
Well, it sounds pretty good. Sea eagle. I just assume it's a great big bird with a boat.
No, there is a sea eagle. I'll show you a picture of it. That is the sea eagle.
That is cool.
Fair enough. Well, educational this show as well as
exactly. Yeah. It's not just
sea eagle. Excellent stuff.
Okay, that is all the games. So no teams on bye this week. We've got one more bye week. I think next week the Panthers and somebody else are on a bye. I can't remember who, but we've got a week to work that out. So yeah, we'll come back next week with a rundown of who's in the lead, and basically that will be Paul, and basically have me and Mike been able to catch him up.
No, because we actually picked all the same games.
It's been quite similar this week, so I think next week we might have to start getting tactical. But yeah.
What I'd like to do to end that, I've shown you the Sea Eagle. That is a Philadelphia Hawk.
Good man. I like it.
Well done.
I like it.
Whilst I was doing my research, Mitch Trubisky had a nickname while he was in college.
Okay.
Go on.
I will give either one of you £1 through online banking, as we are in lockdown, if you can tell me his nickname in college without Googling.
Is it the Biscuit?
Oh, you're so close. It's Mr. Biscuit.
Oh, I knew I'd heard it somewhere.
Because that's what people heard his name as when he was introduced.
Mr. Biscuit.
Yeah.
Well, do I get £1 for that through online banking?
Surely he's worth at least 75p.
I knew I'd heard that somewhere. Mr. Biscuit is an amazing name. Much better than Rich Mabisky.
Yeah, Rich Mabisky is what I'm going to call him forever now. Love it. Anyway, that's enough for us. But yeah, we'll see you next week. And enjoy the week games. If you're, of course, American, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you soon. Bye.